How are you, everybody who is watching this video? My name is Olenjolai Single from beautiful, fantastic country that is called United Republic of Tanzania. I would like to take this chance to welcome you onto this fantastic moment, onto our online advanced secondary education that is called Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. In square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you into our YouTube channels where you get a lot of videos. That's called Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary Schools in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. And in these online schools, since we have online schools, we have three departments of advanced mathematics, whereby we teach advanced mathematics Form 5, advanced mathematics Form 6, advanced mathematics basic applied mathematics Form 5, basic applied mathematics Form 6. Also, we have some other two departments, advanced physics, whereby we teach advanced physics for the Form 5 and advanced physics for the Form 6. And also we have the last department, that is advanced chemistry department, where we teach advanced chemistry, advanced chemistry for the Form 5 and advanced chemistry for the Form 6. Also, in case that you want to get too much details concerning about our online programs and what are we doing, you have to make sure that you watch the session 00, that is the general introductions of advanced mathematics Form 5 and Form 6C, so you get too much details containing about this program. The main visions in this online program, we want to prepare and equip students who are interested in pursuing visions in scientific subjects who are learning advanced mathematics in United Republic of Tanzania. However, that these contents might be used worldwide and in any country and events in all the 7 continents of the world, 6 continents where the human beings used to live. So we are very pleased and even welcome you onto our session 1, and this is session 1 or lecture 1 of the first topic, that's called Introduction to Geometry 1. So introductions, or we call it coordinate geometry 1, that's the topic. So the subject of the day is advanced mathematics. This is class for the Form 5 or class 13, and the topic of the chapter is the first chapter according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania, the one that I have presented to you in the general introductions of the advanced mathematics. So we can get inside of this book, and then you'll find the first topic is called the coordinate geometry, this one, right? So this is the first topic, I think, that I'm trying to put on the screen, so you might see it is called the coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry 1 and rectangular Cartesians, those are the subtopics. So I don't want to waste much of your time. I think that I've explained a lot of information in the general introductions. So let us go into the sessions, and we've prepared this material for the serious students who will be ready to deliver these contents and use them effectively for the rest of the year lifetime. So it means that we want to equip, I say that the visions of this program, we want to equip and prepare the community of students who will be able to take the classroom instructions and solve real life problems. So today in this lecture 1 or session 1, what am I going to do? First of all, I'm going to introduce 3 subtopics of coordinate geometry 1 according to the syllabus of advanced mathematics for advanced secondary education from 5 to Form 6C, prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education. Secondly, I'll be presenting to you the specific objective that the syllabus has indicated for the students to make sure that he or she achieve at the end of completion of the coordinate geometry 1. And then thirdly, I will be presenting to you the contents, now the general contents of the entire topic of the coordinate geometry according to my preparations, or according to the way that I've organized the whole topic from the fundamental concepts to the advanced concepts. Remember that again that this is advanced mathematics, so you have to understand that we'll be doing things which are advanced I'll be taking complex issues and complex concepts and simplify them and break them into simpler and simpler. So stay connected and get prepared to. How are you, everybody who is watching this video? I'm very happy to be with you, whether you are international or national viewer. I'm so happy to be with you at this moment. My name is Olenjolai Moko Tayai Losingo. In simple, just call me Olenjolai. I'm very happy to be with you, and I would like to take this moment just to welcome you into our online platforms that we call it Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary Schools, in square bracket Olenjolaim. And because we are mathematicians and we teach you mathematics also, we have a language, a common language in mathematics that's called simultaneous. We solve simultaneous equation. So simultaneous, we'd like to welcome you into one of our official YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolaim. Well, in this platform, we are dedicating our life and we are dedicating our time on training and teaching, teaching, incubating, mentoring, and then even leading advanced students of who are doing the high level, or we call high schools students, or in some of the countries we call it advanced secondary education. So that's what we are providing here. We are focusing in that perspective, and we won't find undergraduate contents here. You won't find diploma contents here, or ordinary diploma in these online schools. We just find contents which are focusing to train, to mentor, to incubate, to lead, and even that just to prepare the freshmen or the freshman students who are pursuing advanced education, whether you're a private candidates or you're school candidates. The issue is not because you'll be doing the same examinations in case of advanced certificate secondary education examination. Again, another point that I want to make for you, advanced physics or advanced mathematics or advanced chemistry or basic applied mathematics, it's common. Those are the universal subjects that every high school students in any country cover all of those contents. So whether you're international students, don't be disappointed. However, that our focus in this in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolaim, is to train advanced secondary students by using the curriculums of United Republic of Tanzania. But that's not the matter. It's just to have area of focus, or to have the focus in order to have both, means to have all national and international students. So I would like to remind you the vision that we have in this platform. So in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. So in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary Schools, we have vision from God, who the founder of this program, and he's the origins, means that he's the one who make everything to happen in this online school. The vision which has been revealed in my mind, in my heart, is this, and I would like also to write it in the mind and heart of my students, so that they understand where we come from and where we're heading to. This is the vision, that I have a responsibility or an assignment just to train, to teach, to mentor, to incubate, to even to lead, and to lead and encouraging some group of students who are in advanced level, whether in Tanzania or abroad of Tanzania, who will be ready to take the classroom instructions in advanced mathematics, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced biology, advanced in mathematics, basic applied mathematics, all of those perspectives, and combine the knowledge they extracted from those subjects, whether from the physical schools or online school like this one, to combine that knowledge with the knowledge from the Word of God, that is the Bible, in order to solve real life problems. So myself, I'm a product of those both two scenarios. I'm a product of the formal classroom instructions, right? And also I'm a product of complete instructions from the Word of God, that is the Bible. So I will be teaching you what I'm living in. I'm living in formal classroom instructions that I've received from advanced secondary schools in Tanzania that I did when I was at this level. So our main objective in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School is not to train students to pass their exams. However, that's one of our specific objectives. Our main objective in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School is to train students in order to solve real-life problems from the ear community. It might be a small-scale problems, large-scale problems, medium-scale problems, extraordinary large-scale problems. So, regardless of what the size, but our intentions at least that we would like to see students or advanced students, they are solving real-life problems. And they have to begin on thinking that when they are receiving this information, they have to make sure that they mix it with the valid information they have about problems existing in the ear community. Because we used to go to schools in order to solve problems. So for instance, myself, I'm solving a real-life problems, right? I'm solving real-life problems that's facing all the advanced secondary education students of the present and future generation. So how about your problems that you are solving? So you have to challenge yourself. I'll be training you, and it might be taking long time, or maybe 6 months or a year, until that you find, yeah. So it means that now I can take this knowledge in order to solve my own problems or my community problems. So other specific objectives, in addition to helping our students to pass the Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination, other specific objective we say that we like to help our students, first of all, to love advanced education. That's the second specific objective. The third specific objective will be helping our students to understand advanced educations and even advanced subject that we are going to teach in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. I know I'm a product of advanced secondary education. I know, and I did science, I did mathematics, advanced mathematics, I did advanced mathematics, I did advanced physics, I did advanced chemistry. So I know all the challenges and problems encountered by the advanced secondary school students. So that's why that I say I have to solve or to minimize even those common problems that facing every advanced secondary student. So I understand your environment, I understand the environments of our educational system, I understand almost in major parts of everything that we are thinking or we need in order to cross this border. But again, I want just to let you know that Olenjolai does not know everything about advanced education or advanced mathematics, or advanced physics, or advanced chemistry, or basic applied mathematics. I'm still learning, so I know small portions of it, but I'm ready to teach what I know. I'm ready to teach other people what I know. So that's all. That is my assignment that I've been given from God. So we have so many specific objectives that we'll be sharing with you as long as we continue this program. So again, in this platform, we'll be training you by using different techniques, different styles that I've been developing for more than 11 years that I've been teaching physically. So I could not say that I'm experienced in teaching, but you know, teaching is built in me. So regardless that even if I could have taught 3 years, for the talents and for the gift that God has given me in teaching, I can make greater things. So like just also to remind you, some one other area of learning. So one area of learning will be teaching you by using blackboards and writing so many informations, solving questions, teaching different concepts, deriving some of the formulas, simplifying, and doing so many things that on the blackboard. But another perspective of learning, you need materials during your process of learning. And these materials, we categorize them. If you just watch session 00, which is General Introduction for Advanced Mathematics from 5 to Form 6, we'll get too much details about these materials, right? We don't only teach students, but also we give them, we call them weapons. We give them materials that they need in order for them to master these contents and we like to make our classes to be self-paced. It means that self-paced, it means the students is the center of the learning. So this is the book that called the Advanced Mathematics Syllabus for Advanced Secondary Education from 5 through Form 6,
we would like to see or like to hear that our every students have this book, because we have ourselves and we are going to use it and refer. And the good thing that these books just give us the boundaries of advanced mathematics form 5 and advanced mathematics form 6, right? So for instance, that in the first page, okay, of this book, this is our first page, which is the form 5. You see that you have class competence and class objectives. So on the next page, page 2, we see the first topic of form 5, that's called calculating devices, and the second one is called the SETI, logics, etc., etc. But again, if we go to the next page, okay, so to this page, which is form 6, right? So which page 41. So you find the syllabus or descriptions of the syllabus of form 16, and it begins with class competence and then class objective. For example, by the end of the form 16, the student should be able to think critically, logically, interpreting and solving problems. So you see that all of these are the list of 40 of the topics and the specific objectives and the way of and what and teaching and learning resources, number of periods, etc., etc., etc. So you need this book in your hand in case you don't have it. There's a challenge of ordering of distributions of these books by the Tanzania Institute of Education, but we have it. We can either distribute the exactly book, so you can order the exactly book, go to the descriptions of this video, or you can also order a photocopy of it. But again, you need some books that we call them textbooks in your learning of advanced mathematics. This is pure one of the books that I recommend for every student to refer it to use during the learning process of advanced mathematics. So this is pure mathematics 1, there's also pure mathematics 2, and in session 00, the general introduction for advanced mathematics from 5 to form 6, I mentioned more than 10 reference books that the students need. So you see that this is very interesting. For example, this is geometric identities, right? Geometric identities, this is the one of the topic of the form 5. So if we go against, we find another topic. This is iterative method for solving equations, right? And then, okay, so in this session 00, the general introductions of advanced mathematics form 5 through form 6, we share visions of TOASO. TOASO, this is the abbreviation of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary Schools in square bracket Olenjolai. And we shared also the problems that we are solving in TOASO. And that's not enough. Also, we share the big picture that in my mind that God has given in me in mathematics for the mathematics from the nursery level to the PhD or to the postgraduate studies. And hence reference books and materials that we need in order to master advanced mathematics. Also, I mentioned the 18 topics of advanced mathematics that you have to cover in order for you to be called a graduate of advanced mathematics. And I would like to give you a promise that keep on praying for me, and I'm keep on praying for you, because I would like to pour out what I know in all of those 18 topics of 40 advanced mathematics. Okay, so before we go into this coordinate geometry ones, which is chapter 4, I would like just to say, for the national students who are doing advanced education in Tanzania, really they know that how advanced educations, the value, it means that we call it just the worth, or means that the actual advanced educations in science. It means that the actual advanced educations in physics, actual advanced educations in mathematics, actual advanced educations in biology, actual advanced educations in chemistry. So it's very expensive in case of if you want to get it outside of your school, government schools or private schools. You might find that maybe this coordinate geometry 1, you can learn it from the beginnings to the ends, and possibly that maybe you are 100 students in that class, and then you have to pay 50,000 for this topic. So you can take, for instance, if you'll be paying 50,000, multiply by 18 topics. So 50,000 for the 10 topics, you'll be paying 500,000. And then for the eight remaining topics, it means you'll be paying 400,000. So almost, in order for a student to master all the contents of advanced mathematics perfectly, it means that he or she might pay or she might have 1 million. That is for the extra studies, not the tuition fee. Extra studies that maybe during the vacation be studying tuition. Okay, so that's the situations. But God has been wonderful enough. He heard the cry of so many students in Tanzania who cannot afford such kind of educations and who cannot travel to the place where that education is found. And that's why that he given me this idea and give me courage and give me techniques so that this message will be spreading. And according to him, he asked me to offer it free of charge. I don't charge you anything. And in case somebody will charge you, especially that in 2021 and 2020 and maybe some 6 months of 2022, please let me know, because that is illegal completely. So, but I invite you to offer your free willing thanksgiving through this telephone number 0759745331 in order for you to participate on the running cost. There's a high running cost for a video or for a lecture or for a sessions, for one sessions of advanced mathematics, let's say, to be in air. There's a very high running cost, and it's a process, the long process that it process from the preparations to the point where you receive it in any place, anywhere around the world. In case you want to do the bank transactions, just click the description there so you can get so many informations about it. So let us come to the coordinate geometry 4, coordinate geometry 1, the first topic among the 10 topics of the Form 5. And this is session 1, general introductions of the coordinate geometry 1. So actually, let us begin with the big picture. Big picture of what of mathematics, right? In my mind, this is what I have to remind you several times as well as I can. So let's say that we had our beautiful subject of mathematics from nursery. After I graduated nursery education, we went to study mathematics in primary education, whether in Swahili mediums or English medium. And then afterwards, we went to learn about mathematics in O level, right? Mathematics in O level. So let me just take kinds of the small peak of the just let me begin from the point when we have been in O level, right? Because we know that you are products of O level, right? Okay, you are graduates of O level when you came for the Form 5 or ordinary level, ordinary secondary, ordinary level. Okay, so the mathematics ordinary level we can categorize into 2 areas. We have basic mathematics, right? Basic mathematics, which is compulsory subject for every O-level student, whether artistic or business studies, or business student, or maybe artistic or scientific students. So this is a compulsory subject. So we had the basic mathematics and additional mathematics. So now, if we go for the advanced education, whether additional mathematics is an optional subject for the lovers of mathematics, right? So once we graduate with a certificate secondary education examination and you passed it, then now you joined in into advanced education. So in advanced education for the curriculums or for the educational system of Tanzania, here we have what we call the A level, right? So you have 2 subjects of mathematics in advanced level, right? Or advanced level. So A stands for advanced level. So the first one is called the advanced mathematics that I'm teaching you right now. Okay, advanced mathematics. And also the second one is called the basic applied mathematics. Okay, and the good news also, I'm teaching basic applied mathematics for the 2 classes in this in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary Education. Right now we have a YouTube official channel, but later on we'll also enlarge the tent into different platforms. So advanced mathematics, basic applied mathematics, or this in short we call it MAN. Okay, both of these subjects is 2-year subjects for the Form 5 and Form 6, Form 5 and Form 6. So you have 2 subjects of advanced mathematics. So I'm teaching also this. This is for the students, for all advanced students who are studying business subjects or science subjects, and then they don't study advanced. They are not studying advanced mathematics, but they need mathematics as a tool in the learnings of the core subjects of the combinations. While this is dedicated for those who are real mathematicians. So for instance, we have the PCM, we have the PMC, PCM physics, advanced chemistry, advanced mathematics, advanced physics, advanced mathematics, computer science. And then we have PGM, this 10 advanced physics, advanced geography, advanced mathematics. Also we have EGM. So EGM, this is 10 for advanced economics, advanced geography, advanced mathematics. Those are the combinations that study advanced mathematics. Just to remind, because I know some of the viewers of this video are parents or guardians. For the basic applied mathematics, this is the subject that has been studied by the PCB students, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced biology, CBG students, right? Advanced in chemistry, advanced biology, advanced in geography, and then CBN students. This is what advanced in chemistry, advanced biology, advanced nutrition, then HGE students, advanced history, advanced geography, advanced economics, and then we have what? We have again CBN, we have ECA. ECA, this is advanced economics, advanced commerce, advanced account, and also we have again another combination which is CBN. So there are 60 combinations who have to study basic applied mathematics, and I'm teaching most of them. So let us take a picture now here. So let us continue with our big picture that we have advanced mathematics. Say advanced mathematics. Do you love it? For me, I do love it so much, right? Advanced mathematics. As I say that the combination, okay, just the combinations, who start the combinations are, for this is PCM, PMC, PGM. So we have, if you're guardians or parents studying those combinations, and then what PGM, and then we have EGM. So if you have a child that's studying those combinations, then advanced mathematics is compulsory for them to navigate in their advanced education. So in this advanced mathematics now, right, we say that we have against 2 subjects. And one of the subjects is the one that we are teaching, but also we are teaching the second subject. So here we say that we have advanced mathematics, right? Advanced mathematics subject for the Form 5, okay, or class 13. Also we have another subject which is called advanced mathematics, Form 6, right? So Form 6, advanced mathematics Form 5, advanced mathematics Form 6. So in advanced mathematics Form 5 also, if we take it and break it down, where we are discussing right now, we find that we have 10 topics or 10 chapters that we have to cover for the entire subject of advanced mathematics for the Form 5, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. This is 10, right? So the first topic is called the calculating device. The second topic we call the SAID. The third topic we call the logic. The fourth topic we call the coordinate. The third topic we call the logic. Let me check it. Let me counter check it. Because you have a syllabus. So second is SAID. Yes, the third is logic, and then the third is logic. Which is one of the first one is called the coordinate geometry 1. Okay, coordinate geometry 1, the one that we are learning now. Okay, so I'm writing the initial, the letters, and then the first topic is called the functions. So functions is the first topic nowadays. Okay, and then after we cover the topic of function, we find the sixth topic is algebra. The seventh topic is trigonometry or trigonometry. Trigonometry. Is it trigonometry or so algebra? Yes, trigonometry. And then the eighth topic is called linear programming. The ninth topic is called the differentiation, and the last or the 10th topic is called integrations. Very important topic, and it's very beautiful. topic compared to other topics. Differentiation and integration, first trigonometric differentiation and integrations, they are sweetest topics in advanced mathematics. Believe me. So you have those 10 topics. And then today we are in this. So before even just I go and clarify in coordinate geometry 1, also we have 3 subtopics, because I say that I will have to give you the big picture. We have 3 subtopics, right? We have 3 subtopics. So we have 3 subtopics in coordinate geometry 1, right? So we have 3 subtopics. And these subtopics, we call them, the first one we call the rectangular Cartesian coordinate. So we have rectangular Cartesian coordinate. And also we have the second subtopic we call the ratio theorem. And the last one is called the cycle. Right? So then we take these rectangular Cartesian coordinates and then find some concepts. So you see how, so we took from the big picture of mathematics of the nursery, then we lower down and lower down and lower down until we find the particular concept that you are learning, and that's the beauty of advanced mathematics, or the beauty of mathematics. Do you love advanced mathematics? Tell me in the comment section, please. Tell me, and tell me you're enjoying this content from which school, from which advanced school, from home or from other private. Are you private candidate or are you school candidate? So tell me in the comment sections. Are you enjoying this content from Tanzania or from Africa or from which continent? Europe, Asia, North America, South America? Tell me in the comment section, please. Okay, so then now let me just present to you once again and remind you, not subtopics, just topics of all chapters of 14 chapters of advanced mathematics. Okay, advanced mathematics form 5, right? Form 5. So we say that according to the new syllabus of advanced mathematics for advanced secondary education from 5 to Form 6 of United Republic of Tanzania, there are 10 chapters. So I say that according, so just write that sentence, write it, according to the new syllabus of advanced mathematics for advanced secondary education from 5 to Form 6, prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education, there are 10 chapters. There are 10 chapters of advanced mathematics form 5. And these 10 topics are, the first one, we call it calculating device. Say calculating devices. So we have 2 calculating devices that we're going to learn, which is scientific calculator and computer, according to the curriculum. Then the second one, we call it set. And this set is very interesting because we use it in music, especially in the vocal music. And the third topic, we call it logic. Very important because it can help you to get prepared as a good electronic engineer. The fourth topic, we call it coordinate geometry, the ones that we are learning today. Coordinate geometry 1, because we have coordinate geometry 2 in Form 6. The fifth topic, we call it functions. We'll be learning different types of functions. The function, exponential function, see, we'll be learning about absolute functions. So we'll be learning so many types of functions. The sixth topic is the one of the longest topic, but very interesting. That's called algebra. Previously, when we have been doing our advanced education, we had algebra 1 and algebra 2. But in the new syllabus, the algebra 1 and 2 has been compressed and become one topic. So you have to be updated. Okay, and then the seventh topic is trigonometry. This is a real life topic, trigonometry. So advanced trigonometry. Then the eighth topic is linear programming, very interesting for the business. If you want to maximize profit, so you have to understand linear programming, right? And then the ninth topic is called differentiation. This is my friend now. Differentiation. differentiation. And the last topic for the Form 5, for the Advanced Mathematics in Form 5 education, is called the integration. So the 10th one is called in mathematics integration. Integration. Say integration. Let me give you this fantastic symbol. So this is the symbol of the integrations. So those are the 10 topics that we have to cover, okay, during our learning process of 14 of advanced mathematics for the Form 5, right? So enjoy, get prepared. I would like just to give you a promise, and this promise has to be handled by God because God is faithful. I'll be with you on teaching you all of these 10 topics for that, and believe me that you love advanced mathematics Form 5 for the rest of your life, and will enjoy it, and will do greater things for the rest of your life, because I see applications of advanced mathematics in Form 5 in my daily life, right? So then let me take you into the next part, which is subtopics of 14. It means that now we can take a focus onto chapter 4, as I say, that coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry 1. So we can take a focus on coordinate geometry 1. So as we say, the coordinate geometry 1 also comprises 3 subtopics, and that's what you have discussed according to the new syllabus and discuss about specific objectives. Then I will share with you, I will present to you the contents of coordinate geometry 1, right? So stay tuned when we enjoy the beauty of this system. Love advanced mathematics for the rest of your life. So the first thing, I would like to present the subtopics of coordinate geometry. If you are joining me right now, welcome onto Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, founded by Sir Olenjolai Mokota Yailo Single. So subtopics of coordinate geometry 1, okay, subtopics of coordinate geometry 1, according to the syllabus. So this is not according to me, according to the syllabus, the syllabus of advanced mathematics, right? Form 5. Okay, so we think that there are 3 subtopics of coordinate. There are 3 subtopics of coordinate geometry 1, okay, that are the first subtopic is called the Cartesian, this we call the rectangular Cartesian coordinate. So the first subtopic is called the rectangular Cartesian coordinate. Rectangular Cartesian coordinate are the first subtopic that we're gonna cover in this topic. So this is 4.1 because I said it is first topic. So it is here, it is 4.1 and here 4.2. The second subtopic is called the ratio theorem. So I will teach you the concepts of ratio theorem on perspectives of the coordinate geometry, because according to the mathematics and even advanced mathematics or ordinary diploma mathematics, you have ratio theorem in coordinate geometry, and also you have ratio theorems in vector. The last subtopic is called the cycle. So I will teach you cycle on the perspective of 14, on the perspectives of the coordinate geometry. We know that, and we are aware that you learned the topic of cycle during your ordinary secondary
educations in basic mathematics for the Form 3, which actually is the sixth topic in the sequence according to the syllabus of O level. But there you learn the general concepts of the cycle, but not a cycle that has been located in the coordinate or in the plane, right? In the XY plane, for instance. But in this topic, we'll be taking a cycle and then place it in XY coordinates, and then we have something else that's interesting more than what you cover. So we won't be focusing a lot about secant or whatever, about the issues of those theorems of the cycle, but we'll be focusing cycle in relations with the coordinate geometry. So those are the three subtopics that I've been teaching you. Remember that ratio theorems is this concept we teach in coordinate geometry and also we teach in vector. So you have to make sure that you distinguish, because in vector we'll be using the vector concepts, whether vector in the planes or vector in direction. It means that I, J, K. However, that in coordinate geometry we'll be dealing with a plane, right? So it means XY planes, that what we'll be focusing on. So you have to make sure that you know the distinctions between them. So that is all about the subtopics of coordinate geometry 1, because we have also a first Form 60 topic that's called the coordinate geometry 2, when we'll be learning about the conic sections, which is parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, and the rectangular, hyperbola, and polar coordinates. So it means that we'll be advancing the concepts of coordinate geometry. Okay? So that is the first thing that I wanted you to know. The second thing, which might be even kinds of longer, I want to let you know about specific objectives of each subtopics. So let me start with specific objectives of rectangular, according to the syllabus, rectangular, right? Rectangular Cartesian, right? So rectangular Cartesian. Okay, rectangular Cartesian coordinate. So I want to present to you a specific objective that the students has to achieve at the end of learning the subtopic of rectangular Cartesian coordinate. Well, so let me quote. So we say that the syllabus say that the student, this syllabus, right, it's yellow in color, so you can order it online. The student should be at the end, let me begin with this sentence. By the end of this subtopic, make out what has been written in the syllabus. By the end, say by the end of this subtopic, right? At the end of this subtopic, the syllabus saying that the student should be able to they should be able to find area of rectangle in terms of coordinates of vertices. Should be able to find area of rectangle. Find area of rectangle, of a rectangle, right? In terms of coordinates. Rectangle in terms of coordinate, right? In terms of coordinates of vertices, in terms of coordinates or of vertices. So that is the first specific objective. The second specific objective, I will leave a blank, so a student has to fill this second specific objective once you have got this book, so that we insist the students to go through. The aim of leaving the blank, we insist the students to go through the syllabus and know the specific objectives that they have to make sure that they achieve at the end of each subtopic. So see, the third specific objective that the students has to achieve, find angle between two lines. So the students should be able to find the angle between two lines. And then D, which is the fourth specific objective, we just leave the blank for the students to make sure that he or she has to fill that blank. So these are the specific objectives of 14 of rectangular Cartesians. These are the specific objectives that the students has to achieve at the end of rectangular hyperbola. Okay? So now we want to present to you the specific objective that has to be met by any student, and even myself, that will be make sure that you meet this specific objective at the end of every subtopic. And now I want to present to you specific objectives. In case you have any questions, don't hesitate asking your questions in the comment section. Specific objectives of the second subtopic, that is ratio. What are the specific objectives that the students has to achieve when he or she cover the concepts of ratio theory? So let me cut, because I'm presenting the specific objective according to the syllabus. By the end of this subtopic, so by the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to. In this subtopic, there are no many specific objectives. Oh, excuse me. We have also, in this, there are 6 specific objectives that the students has to make sure that he or she achieve at the end of the concepts of rectangular Cartesian coordinate. The fifth one, the student should be able to derive. Students should be able to derive an equation of angle bisector. An equation of angle bisector. And then the 6th one, A, B, C, D, F, I leave the blank for the students to fill. So students should be able to derive an equations of the angle bisector. Okay. So now let us count the specific objective that the students has to achieve at the end of ratio theory, right? There are 2 specific objectives. I'll mention one for you, and then we'll fill the blank for the second one. Okay, by the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to, let me leave the blank for the first one, then let me mention for the second one. Okay, students should be able to apply ratio theorem. You can order books that will help you to learn the concepts of advanced mathematics online. Just to go to the descriptions of this video, okay, apply the ratio theorem to solve related problems. So a student should be able to apply the ratio theorem to solve related problems. So that is the second specific objective. So there are only 2 specific objectives. Okay, there are only 2 specific objectives that the students has to achieve at the end of learning the concepts of ratio theorem. Right? Okay. So in case you want to order the questions and answer books, such as a review, you have to make sure that you go into the description of this video so you get too much details on how you can do that. So now let me present you the specific objectives that the students has to achieve, specific objectives has to achieve at the end of the, after completion or after learning clearly the subtopic of cycle as one of the subtopic of the coordinate geometry 1. Do you enjoy advanced mathematics? Tell me in the comment sections if you enjoy. I like advanced mathematics. So also there are how many? There are 3 specific objectives. There are 4 specific objectives in this that the students has to achieve at the end of this subtopic of the cycle. The first one, let me got by the end of this subtopic. By the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to do the following. Let me just close the quotation because I opened but I didn't close. So let me close the quotation. So I closed here, I closed at this point. Okay? So we say that to derive the general equation of a cycle. To derive the general equation. So derive the general equation of the cycle. Okay, that the first is specific objective. At the end of the cycle, you who is a student watching this program right now should be able to derive the general equation of the cycle. And then the second specific objective, I leave the blank for you to mention. Then I'm going to mention the third specific objective that the students should be able to find the point of intersection of cycles. Students should be able to find the point of intersection, of cycles. And then the last specific objective, I leave the blank for the student to fill the blanks. So, in total we have 6 plus 2, that is makes 8, and plus 4 makes 12. There are 12 specific objectives that the Tanzania Institute of Education has laid out or has planned or has laid out so for the students to cover, understand well the topic of coordinate geometry 1, he or she must achieve this specific objective. It means that the student should be able to meet this specific objective at the end of the topic of coordinate geometry 1. Whether you are learning in the school, it means that in the physical class or online, or all of the teachers who will be teaching you the coordinate geometry 1, we have been directed by the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania to make sure that we help you to meet these 12 specific objectives at the end of the coordinate geometry 1. However, that in this program, I might even go beyond of this specific objective according to the questions have been asked in the final exams of Advanced Mathematics 1 of the coordinate geometry 1. So we'll be covering all of these specific objectives, and also we may take you some few miles beyond of this syllabus according to the questions which have been asked in the past years for the Advanced Mathematics 1, because this coordinate geometry contribute questions in Advanced Mathematics 1, which is beautiful and fantastic exam. However, that we'll be teaching you this topic of coordinate geometry 1, not for the purpose of answering the questions in the advanced exams or advanced tertiary exams. No. We'll be teaching you in order to take the classroom instructions and solve in the real world problem. For example, that you know the GPS. GPS is global positioning satellites. So the satellites that's actually providing the geometry. It means that the locations, it means that the map, okay? Just like a map or just a particular locations of the thing, right? So it means that it will be given in geometry. So when you say that in geometry, it means it will be given in terms of the coordinates. So that the means of the coordinates, okay? So that's what I want to tell you in advance, so you have to stay connected. We'll be having many lectures and many sessions on coordinate geometry 1 to make sure that we achieve all of these specific objectives which have been indicated by Tanzania Institute of Education's for the students to make sure that he or she achieve before even pursuing undergraduate courses in science or engineering. So that is what I want to let you know in advance. So stay connected in. Let us go inside of the topic of coordinate geometry. So to go inside of the topic of the coordinate geometry of presenting all of those specific objectives, right now I would like to take you into another part which I gave a promise that I would like to mention and even introduce to you the contents now. Myself as a teacher, I sat down after analyzing what is being written in the syllabus, in advanced mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education from 5 for the topic of coordinate geometry 1. Then I said, okay, so I will be teaching the following contents, or we call them just like contents or concepts, the following concepts to my online or to my Form 5 students, Form 5 and related classes students. So this, just to, we can say that contents, I call it contents, or in short you can call them concepts of coordinate geometry. So every teacher can have his concepts in order to achieve those 12 specific objectives. So contents or concepts of coordinate geometry 1, coordinate geometry 1, okay? So there are many contents that I've prepared or concepts, but I'll be mentioning in terms of 4 points because this is the first chapter in sequence of topics for the Form 5 that has to be covered. In case that you want to know the total, it means that how many topics he has to be covered during the Form 5, it means you have to make sure that you look section 00 in general introductions of advanced mathematics. So the first concept that I want to teach my student is called the introduction, the general introductions of coordinate geometry, right? So the general introductions of coordinate geometry, right? That's the first concept that I want to teach my student. The second, that is 4.0. The second concept that I want to teach my student, I want to do the quick review, okay? Quick review of coordinate geometry. Quick review of coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry 1. When I say quick review, with the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania, we began to learn the concepts of coordinate geometry when we were in Form 1. That's the 11th chapter, the last chapter for the Form 1 education. And then when we got into the Form 4, it means that the Form 4, the first topic of the Form 4 of the Form 4 basic mathematics is a topic called the coordinate geometry. So you have a fundamental concepts of coordinate geometry. So in Form 5, we advance, we build on top of what we have covered during our Form 1 education and Form 4 education. So possibly you have forgotten those concepts. So I will be taking a short time to remind you those few concepts before we build on top of the fundamental concept that you have of coordinate geometry. Then 4.2 also, I will teach you about parallel, and perpendicular line. Parallel and perpendicular. Parallel and perpendicular lines. And then I will teach you about distance or length formula, which is a cornerstone for this concept. Distance or length formula. This topic will be using this distance or length formula frequently. Okay? Then after we cover that concept of the length formula of coordinate geometry, not of a vector, not the distance or maybe the magnitude of the vector, no. The beginnings is coordinate geometry, it means it's coordinate space. Okay? And then we'll be taking you into the next concept, which is 4.4. Okay, 4.4. And I will teach you the concepts of finding area of rectangle in terms of coordinates of vertices. So I will teach about finding area of rectangle as the first specific objective stated of rectangle in terms of 40 in terms of coordinates of vertices. The next concept will teach you about proof properties of parallelogram in terms of coordinate. I'll teach you how to prove properties as the second specific objective of rectangular Cartesian coordinate with properties of parallelogram. Next concept which I'll teach about angle between two lines. How you can find angle between two lines. How we can teach angle between two lines. Okay? Angle between two lines. Then the next concept, perpendicular bisector of a line. Teach about perpendicular bisector. Teach about perpendicular bisector of a line. How you can find a perpendicular bisector of a line. Then the next concept that I'll teach you derive the formula perpendicular distance of a point to a line. I'll teach you derivation of the perpendicular, the formula, derivations of the formula of perpendicular distance of a point from a point to a line, perpendicular distance of a point to a line, of a point to a line, perpendicular distance to a line, perpendicular distance of a point to a line, a point to a line. And 4.9 we'll teach about to compute the perpendicular distance of a point to a line. Compute compute perpendicular the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance. Compute the perpendicular distance of a point to a line. A point to a line. Perpendicular distance of a point to a line and equations of the angle bisector. Then the tenth concept which will teach you to derive equation EQN, means that is equation of angle bisector. Of angle bisector. Angle bisector. I believe you enjoy the beauty of advanced mathematics. Okay, make sure that you enjoy it because mathematics is beautiful subject for you. Angle bisector. So then we have 4.11. 4.11 will teach you about locus of the point, right? Then 11.12 will be teaching you in general about problem solving in each of the concepts. We'll be teaching about the general. We'll teach you about. Okay, so let us continue with the concepts or contents that I'm going to cover. I'm going to teach you in this topic of coordinate geometry 1. Where I've been mentioning the contents for the first subtopic that's called the rectangular Cartesian coordinates, and then let us go to the second subtopics, which is ratio theorem. This also we're gonna cover the following concept, right? The first one, which we have already mentioned, but let me just relate it, is midpoint. We are going to teach you how you can find midpoint of a line. Okay, of a line. This is we learned since, or we taught you during our ordinary secondary education, but we'll be taking into the next level. Then the next concept that we are going to teach you is all about internal division of a line. Internal division of a line, not a vector line, but it's a lines in the coordinate geometry. Then the next concept that we are going to teach you is external division of a line. External division of a line. External division of a line. So in each of these concepts, we are going to solve questions from different textbooks, from questions and answers books, from the Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination past papers, external division of a line, so that to make you competent enough. So those are the only three concepts that we have to cover in the second subtopic. Let us go to the second subtopic, which is called the cycles, right? Cycles or cycle. So here we are going to cover some of the subtopic or some of the concepts. The first concept that we are going to cover in cycle, first of all, general, will give you, I call it a general introduction, right? General introductions, because we'll touch a little bit about the parabolas and etc. etc. General introductions of cycle, right? We know that we taught you the topic of cycle, which the sixth topic in Form 3 syllabus. Okay, but we'll take you into the next level. We'll be taking now the cycle and place in the XY plane. When we taught you the sixth topic of the basic mathematics Form 3, we taught you cycle as cycle itself. We talked about tangent, we talked about chord, we talked about common chord. So we talked about different concepts, sector, the line segment, diameter, you see the radius, all of those concepts that we've been teaching you. But we taught you a cycle as cycle. So in this third subtopic,
of coordinate geometry 1 will take a cycle and place in XY plane. So we'll be thinking how we deal with the cycle, but in terms of the coordinates, right? So general introductions of the cycle, and then the next concept we'll teach about derivation, how you can derive derivation of 40 of standard equation, standard equation of 40 of a cycle. So both cycle at origin and even a translated cycle. Then the next concept that will teach you, I will teach about equation. Will also teach you on how you can derive derivation of standard equation of a cycle passing, we say that passing the cycle passing through 3 points. Cycle passing through 3 points. Cycle passing through 3 points. Then we have 4.18, right? 4.18. So 4.18 are the next concepts we'll teach about condition for a line. Condition means that derivation, because we're gonna derive derivation of condition for a line, for a straight line, right? For a straight line to be tangent. A straight line to be tangent to the cycle. Like the conditions to the cycle, right? And then 4.19. So you say that we are going to teach you also about the equations of the tangent. How can you find the equation EQN? It means equation of the tangent, right? Tangent and the normal line, because they relate normal line to the cycle. Okay, to the cycle. So we have to teach about this concept. So 4.1, 4.20, we say that we'll teach also to find the length of the tangent from a point to the cycle. The length, okay, the length of tangent line. Okay, tangent line from an x0 point, okay, toward the cycle, okay, to the cycle. And hence intersection of the cycles will teach you about what? 4.21 intersection of 2 cycles. The 2 cycles, they can intersect internally, externally. So internally, externally, orthogonal, and the etc. etc. Then the next concept, which is 4.22, will teach you on how we can deal with the equation of a line passing through the intersection of 2 lines of the 2 cycles So you see that will be, and then the last is a topic, which is this one, will be solving questions of 40 of coordinate geometry 1 from different reference or resources. So you might see that how the business is serious. So we have so many concepts that we have to cover. It doesn't mean that this is all I know about the concepts of the coordinate geometry 1. I know more than this, but that's why I say that it's better to have a boundary from this book, which is Advanced Mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education. This is called Advanced Mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education from 5 through Form 6. And also, in case that you want to know all of this information, mean that if you want to refer the syllabus, so if you want to refer the syllabus of advanced mathematics Form 5, right? Form 5, then you have to cross-check maybe 1, so page 40, right? So this is all about the contents for advanced mathematics in Form 5. But if you want to refer the syllabus also, just only to know the contents of advanced mathematics, which might be challenging me that this is not advanced mathematics of coordinate geometry, geometry 1, right? Then you have to refer the new syllabus from page this is from page 10 to 14. So from page 10 to 14. So get too much details on coordinate geometry 1. It might be sound like we can't finish the topic of the coordinate geometry 1, but that's why it has been broken into 3 subtopics. I think the best way, if I could present the subtopic for the first, the concept that we have to cover for the first subtopic, then it comes to the second, then it comes to the third. It may be kind of at least easy. So we call the coordinate geometry as the main topic, and this we call it just like a topic, but it's a subtopic, but it's a topic because it comprises also different concepts. Well, so I'm very happy to say that this is the end of session 01 of the general introductions of the coordinate geometry 1 for the Form 5 of advanced mathematics for the Form 5 in advanced education. So I would like to thank God who have created me in His image and likeness, and also I would like to thank God who have been with me from the beginnings of these sessions to the end, during the preparations, even during the times of teaching, and even during the times of the speakings and presenting the information. It doesn't mean that everything I presented in sessions, I knew it in advance, but I had experienced personal revelations from God and personal understanding on what I was prepared, what I have prepared to present it to you. God is faithful. And I thank God who have given you an opportunity to join me. And I thank God who is still working on these programs for the present and future generations. And I thank God who have given me this idea. And all the glory and praise should go back to Him. I have nothing else that He to deserve to receive in this work, because He's the one, He's the living God who works in me that does all of these things. So I would like to invite you in session 2 or lecture 2 of coordinate geometry 1, when we are going real to learn the first concepts of the coordinate geometry, and I will take you from one stage to another stage, and you will enjoy it. So I would like just to ask you that to be patient and be serious, be focused, have the reference books, have everything surrounding you. Again, that another thing, another weapons which I can call it, because the syllabus is the first weapons. The second weapons is the textbook. The third weapons is questions and answers book. And the fourth weapons is the scientific calculator. In case also you don't have this one, we have in our library, right? In our advanced education's library, we have original scientific calculator of Casio function 981, and we are selling it with a very cheap price, because we know that you have to supply to the many students as well as we can with the minimum cost or minimum selling price. And also we have also several books in our library, so you can order all the materials, because we teach and we provide the materials for our students to master everything that we are teaching them. So may God bless you until we meet in session 2 of the coordinate geometry 1, when now we are going to break down everything that have been given to you a promise and giving you encouragement to have high expectations. Remember, our main objective here is to train the students, or our students to it means that to understand the classroom instructions, take it combined with the knowledge of from the Word of God in order to solve real life problems. There are the real life problems that are waiting for you. It has been prepared for you, and you can solve it, and nobody can solve it perfectly compared to you. So stay focused.